Hi, I'm Liz Artz. I am the Director of Student Engagement here at Siena Heights University. I do all the fun stuff outside the classroom, so I keep them engaged and I get them excited to be at Siena Heights.
I'm Sister Mary Jones. I'm the Director of Mission Education and Heritage Development. I'm also a Title IX Director here on campus. I do multiple things, but one of the things that I do is I help our students, faculty, and staff learn what our mission is and how we live it so well.
How did we meet? So probably in the hub, probably.
Well, yeah, we met the first time was when you came and did a fill-in position for campus safety.
Yes. Oh, no, Residence Life. Yes,
right.
yes,
so you were doing the Res Life thing.
Yes.
So that was the first time I met you. You know, but then when you were hired for your position, of course.
Yes.
We spent some time together.
Absolutely, yes. And it was the summer and no one was here. So it was just us. And we're like, you want to order food? Okay. So first impressions of Sister Mary. So I think going and starting to work at a university that's Catholic was the first time for me. Growing up Catholic, I knew how it all worked. Obviously, I went here, so I knew how it worked. But I was still like, is she going to be like super conservative? Am I going to be able to tell her how I really think? And I learned really quickly that I could tell you anything. And there was no judgment, and you were just like, no, really, tell me how you really feel. And so it was great. Yeah. So I felt like I could tell you anything, and now you get random texts from me in the middle of the night.
Well, and in terms of my first impressions was how much you love Siena. You're a Siena grad. And so as an alum, you have a special place in your heart for this place. You have such wonderful high energy, and you can bring a group together. Our relationship has grown depth-wise.
Yeah.
And the fact that we can talk about anything and that we have had to face some challenges together. And it's important to be able to share those things and be able to work toward what's the best possible solution.
Yeah.
And I think that that's one of the things that I've experienced with you is the fact that our relationship has grown in depth. And you are still the same person that I met 3 years ago. However, in terms of getting to know you even more has been great. Yeah. And it's just that's the thing, we can count on each other for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially my first year when you were really the only one I could lean to that could, like, hey, I have a question about this, or who am I dealing with? What personalities am I dealing with here? Or the institutional memory of Siena. It was great to be like, who am I working with? What's going on?
I love those conversations because I think that, one of the best compliments I've ever had is when a student said, "You aren't like any nun I imagined." And I laugh, and I'm like, oh, good.
Yes, absolutely.
This is what, being a sister in the 21st century, is like and looks like and does. So.
Yeah. My favorite quote for the Eastern Dominicans is, our Dominicans are different. They're the ones that say, this way to the protest. And I love that because, you guys are, the first for social justice change, the first to protect people. And, it's just, it's empowering. It's great to work with you guys. Something that surprised me about you, Sister Mary, was that you weren't born a nun, and that you had a life outside. That you had a life outside, and that you joined later in life. Yeah. And I love that you keep telling students that you're like, I was a human. I'm still a human, but I was a full person before. And I think that's so important because you did have a life before, and you had experiences before. Yep. And not that your life isn't thrilling now, but
yes, it is. I wouldn't trade it, that's for sure. But I think all those experiences, bring me to who I am. And when I'm talking with students, it's always, I felt like God wanted me to have certain tools in my toolbox before I was ready to, become a sister. And I lean into those tools on occasion. I pull them out, which is always kind of fun. I guess what I would say is I look forward to our relationship moving beyond Siena, whatever that might be.
I like that. Yeah, absolutely. So, I think I have a friend for life with you, and I think
I feel the same.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you can't get rid of me.
Nope.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere either.
Okay, great.
All right.